Good day, everybody. Well, today we'll talk about a couple of things, one of which is teams. And there's many different aspects of teams that we can talk about. But I think I will give a bit of a background first, and then we can converse more about that. So what is a team? A team really is a collection of individuals working towards a common goal. And it's different than a group. A group is just a bunch of people who are congregating. So it's just really the numbers. But when you get into a team, the difference is you really have an issue where people are trying to work towards some agreed upon, though loosely, some agreed upon goal. Goals change, teams change, the end product or end service that you're trying to do can change. But generally, it's a group of people who are working towards some type of commonality. That is the glue that keeps the teams together. So, without talking about the benefits of teams, I thought we'd start with just talking about, at least in this discussion, what are some of the challenges with teams? Because there seems to be this thought that teams are just universally great. But in general, they can actually be an impediment to even a more successful outcome because of some disunity, people not working towards a goal. So I thought I'd throw out some of the main reasons that teams might not do well. First is time. When you have teams, you have to have more communication. Communication, of course, is good, but it also is very timely, and it also leads to conflict. So you have to have a considerable amount of time if you want to create a team and work with a team. It could just be a matter of having interactions with people, having several meetings, sending out meeting notes, updates. All of those things can have issues in relation to teams. So time is one. Second is similarity. When you have people with different ideas, different backgrounds, different ambitions, the end result is that you're going to have dissimilarities. So even though you're working towards the common goal, these different perspectives can really impede progress. Of course, that's the benefit of teams as well, is that people work together, they have different ideas, those different ideas help you get different perspectives, and then you have a better decision at the end. So similarities really can have, and dissimilarities can have impacts on teams. Third is that there's a kind of a push to get along, that you all have to get along. We call this groupthink in formal team terms, but the thought is that, well, if you raise an opinion or a voice that's different than others in the team, that you can become an outcast, that maybe they don't want you in the team in the future, or maybe there's a thought that this is not the person that we think over the long term is going to be best for our team. And so there's this real push for everybody to think the same. That really is, I think, in many ways, to me, can be one of the more challenging or difficult aspects over time, is this thought that you really need people to get along, go along. In other words, to get along, you have to go along. So teams in general can do great work for organizations. They can do great work in your personal life. But what's important in teams is that you develop the time, you devote the time, you have a similarity amongst people on the team. It doesn't mean that you'll have to think and act the same, but that you really have a really sense of this common purpose and common agendas. That's really important. Third, that you also allow people to, where you can, to bring into their uniqueness into the teams. Similarity, but also you want to have uniqueness as well. And I get that diversity of opinion is really going to be really one of the hallmarks of a great organization and a great team. Everybody enjoy the day. We look forward to our future ones. Take care.